It's the worst part of the year, the college football offseason. Bowl games are over, the recruiting window is closed, the transfer portal is closed, and all we can do now is buy cheeseburgers for some college guys at a restaurant near the stadium, who I'm certain I'll forget are football players.
Let's play football.
Wait! I have an idea! It's the offseason. That time of the year where apparently we have nothing better to do than to argue about inane crap that has no impact on anything but still riles us up into raging mobs with pitchforks ready to impale the poor soul that dare disagree with us. I freaking love this country. One of those arguments is over college football stadiums. Cause records and on-field performance be damned, what's really important is whether or not your stadium has actual toilets or a piss trough. So we here at Team Rivalry held a brainstorming session and put together what we consider to be the definitive top 5 best college football stadiums and found out some truly bizarre things that make them unique. Now buckle up, because this ain't going to be pretty. The 5 best stadium stories in college football, according to Team Rivalry. Coming in at number 5 is Waldo Stadium in Kalamazoo, Michigan, home of the vaunted Western Michigan Broncos, who went 12-0 that one time. If you haven't ever visited Waldo, then definitely put it on your bucket list, because before it was a football stadium, Waldo was actually a pond used by a local brewery to brew craft beer back in the 1800s. This has absolutely no bearing on why you should visit the stadium. It's just to highlight that Kalamazoo has a rich history with beer and to offer some context as to why the students are all still wasted. Eventually, Prohibition shut all that down, and the locals still haven't gotten over it. So the powers that be decided to build a football stadium. The university purchased the property, filled it in with dirt, and have since built a long and storied history of extremely mediocre football teams, except for 2016.
We were the best group of 5 team in the country. We didn't lose a game.
At number 4, we have Folsom Stadium, home of the Colorado Primes. You might know them by their lesser-known mascot, the Buffaloes, but the stadium is named after the famous prison that Johnny Cash went to. Probably. Folsom Stadium is known for its game day experience, which gets you as close to experiencing the privatized prison system as college football can. You'll sit in abject misery, wishing for a better life until a shirtless man drives his truck across the field attempting to evade the police after a hit-and-run incident. And yeah, that actually happened. At number 3, we have Northwestern's Interim Stadium, which is literally just a high school field that seats more people in the stands than watch them on TV. Now, the high school stadium isn't their fault, and I don't mean to turn off the sprinkler on their Purple Rain, so actually, I'll scratch that. The real third best on our list, which apparently I'm revising right now in real time, is the field they haven't even built yet. This is insane, right? How many people watch Northwestern games that it warrants building this beautiful cathedral to college football? It's an $850 million project with 12,000 fewer seats. Wait, fewer seats? So they're trying to get more money from fewer people? That's a strategy, I guess. Oh man, how much are concessions gonna be? At number 2 on our list of the top 5 best college football stadium stories is everyone's favorite stadium to be jealous of, the Big House, also known as the house that Connor Stallions renovated. Brady Hoke tried to tip over and Rich Rodriguez tried to, DIY, I guess. The absolute beast of a stadium seats over 113,000 sardines into its stands and features 2 scoreboards that are roughly the size of the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Really hope those bolts are screwed in tight. Be aware, stadium seating is uncomfortable and tight, so visiting the Big House isn't for everyone, especially those suffering from intervertebral disc herniation, degenerative disc disease, osteoarthritis of the spine, cervical disc herniation, cervical spondylosis, cervical radiculopathy, or anyone over the age of 11. Also, Ohio State fans. Last, but certainly not least on our definitive list of college football stadiums that you should visit is Rynearson Stadium, home of the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Eastern Michigan put the absolute least amount of effort possible into building a D1 stadium, which makes sense because honestly I'm not sure how they're allowed to compete in D1 football. Now maybe they did it to save money for their NIL fund. Holy crap, never mind, these guys are geniuses. Watch out, Ohio State, there's a new, Sheriff and... No, I can't even make that joke. It's too ridiculous. Other than looking like an average-sized high school stadium, EMU went the full 9 yards and installed alternative colored turf, because apparently the color ordained by God himself isn't good enough for you. You have to change the color of grass? Whatever. Not wanting to be outdone by the Boise State Blue or Eastern Washington Red, Eastern Michigan went with something flashy but not audacious. Gray. They say it represents grit and determination, but I mean, I guess we'll just let them have it. There's no particular reason why we included Eastern on this list. I just feel like they don't get a lot of love basically ever. And frankly, they don't really deserve it. But I figured I'd be nice, because they exist, and frankly, I feel like we all kind of forget that sometimes. And that's it. Those are the best college football stadium stories from all of college football throughout all of time. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. We probably should have done more research. Maybe we will next time. Well, no, probably not.
Nah.